Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your channel. This is the 12th game of Bobby Fischer and Boris Spassky game. This game, Bobby is just playing with white pieces and Spassky with black pieces. Let's go through the game and analyze it quickly because this game is quite long, but it's very interesting. Be sure to just watch this video to that. There are little tactics, tiny tactics, okay? So let's go through the game, why not? As I said, white is Bobby Fischer and black is just Boris Spassky. We have c4, e6, knight to f3, d5, d4, knight to c6, knight to f6, knight to c3, bishop to e7, bishop to g5. This is just called the Queen Gambit on the Orthodox line. Okay, we have bishop, we have bishop to h4, castles e3, knight to d7. So black kind of wants b6 in some points. After rook to c1, c6, we see bishop to d3. Now we are just going for here and c takes on d5 and our bishop remains on this diagonal, and this is kind of good bishop now. So that's why d takes on c4 is played, and this is the tempo that bishop to d3, and black kind of waits not to take it immediately. And white also waits to the end to just let actually black decide take this pawn or not. After bishop to d3, black captures it, and white should just waste the move and just take the pawn on c4. Takes take, as I just mentioned. Now b5 comes with tempers on the bishop. Bishop to d3 coming back. We have a6, a4. Knight takes on a4. And here we just want to castle. We just want to castle after, for example, knight d5. We just take, and we have also this pawn, and this pawn is already under attack. And and actually, for the Spassky plays queen to a5, best move in the situation. We play Bobby actually played knight to d2. We have bishop to b4. Knight to c3 coming back. A better move could be rook to a1 after queen to d8. We have just castle c5. D captures on c5. Knight captures, bishop captures back. Now your bishop on d3 is just hanging. So you must play queen to b3, defending it. And also rook fd1 is coming to open this file for the attacking, to attack the black's queen. So bishop to e7, we have knight to c4, knight to d7, and exchange of bishops, and rook f to c1. The point is bishop to e2, bishop to f3, just come here, okay? And queen to, maybe knight here, knights, and have nice position with fight. But let's go back after which now to c3 was displayed. We see c5. Now from Spassky we have knight to b3 hitting the queen on a5. Okay, we have queen to d8, castles, takes with the knight. It is not somehow good to take with this because just you make the isolated pawns and also your pawn island. So if you don't know what is pawn island, that any disconnected passers, any disconnected pawns is just a pawn island, for instance. These pawns is just have no space between them, okay? But if you just take this space between them, this is a space with this pawn, and with this to this pawns on h2, g2, and f2. So we call this pawn island. So if you take with pawn, you're just increasing your pawn island. It is not good to just do it because it is hard to control and defend those pawns if they are not connected to each other, okay? So we have knight captures on d4, bishop to b7, bishop to e4. It is not just losing a piece because your knight is pinned to the queen. So if you just play it like this, you're just losing your queens. Okay, so that's why it's not possible to take. After bishop to e4, we have queen to b8. Why this move was not played? Because we just take the bishop on b7. We have queen to b8. Now the threat is actually knight takes e4 to win a piece. So bishop to g3, hitting the queen on b8. That's it. We have queen to a7, knight to c6, forcing exchange of for bishop for a knight. If you play something like queen to b6, then there is problem after knight to a4. Okay. If you play queen to b5, then it comes knight to d4. And now you can see your bishop is under attack, your queen is under attack. If the best move is actually to sacrifice your queen by playing queen takes on f1. After king takes on f1, we have just bishop takes on e4, but it is very good for white to play. That's why queen to b6 is not playable, and Spassky had to take on c6. So after taking, you just go rook a8, knight a4, rook f to d8, bishop to f3, coming back. So this point, what is the black's threat is knight to c5, cutting off defense diagonal, defense actually line, defense file, okay, for the bishop. So rook is defending the bishop on c6, okay. So after knight to c5, you're just cutting this defense and also attacking the queen on d1. So that's why knight to c5 is a serious threat. White should just protect against and defend against threat. And Bobby actually defended very brilliant. Play bishop to f3 and now said if you want to play knight to c5, play it. Just play queen to c2. If you take my knight, I'll just take it back and I'm just fine here. So bishop to f3, a5 was what was played. This was a good move. We have rook to c6. Maybe just taking on c8 was better, but rook to c6, no problem, no major problem with this move. After rook takes c6, bishop takes on c6, we have rook to c8, bishop to f3, queen to a6, we have h3, queen to b5, bishop to e2, hitting the queen, we have queen to c6, bishop to f3, again repeating the moves and now playing the move b3 by Bobby Fischer. So after bishop to e7, we have bishop to e2 again attacking the queen, and now queen to b4, bishop to a6 hitting the rook on c8. We have bishop rook to c6, bishop to d3, knight to c5. We have queen to f3, and actually Bobby should have tried the move knight takes on c5, but played queen to f3, and also Boris Spassky made an inaccuracy by playing rook to c8. You could have tried knight c to e4. That's a kind of hard move to see, but playable. We have after bishop to e5, rook to c8, now queen to d1, knight to d2. bishop to a6. So if you play this move, then your pawn on b3 is hanging, okay? So you must answer a threat by threat. So bishop to a6. Now if you just play this, then it is possible to just, no, it's not possible, but this is possible to play just bishop to c3, attacking the queen and attacking the knight here. So that's why. But after queen to f3, just rook to c8 was just played. We have knight takes on c5, bishop takes on c5, rook to c1, rook to d8, bishop c4, queen d2, rook to f1, bishop to b4, bishop to c7, and rook d7, queen to f3. So queen to c2. So this bishop is pinned, it cannot move. We have bishop to e5, just rook to d2, queen a8, check, bishop takes on f6, takes, and we have just queen to f3. After move f5, g4, now you can actually take it and allow this. It is not so dangerous. But Boris Spassky played the move queen to e4, guys. We have king to g2, defending the queen. King to g6, rook to c1, bishop to a3, rook a1, bishop to b4 coming back, rook to c1, and now bishop to e7, and now g takes on f5, e takes on f5, and I want you to. This is not a winning move for Boris Spassky, but I want you to just think what happens after rook to e1. Can you find this tiny tactic here? This tiny tactic is so pause the video and just think. I hope that you have found it. It's the move rook takes on f2. You can't take because this is pinned, so you have to take with the king. Then comes bishop to a4 check, and that exactly happened in the game. You have king to e2, queen takes on f3, king takes on f3, bishop takes on e1. And this position, they agreed the draw. So that's the end of this in this video. Please like and comment on this video. Please also make sure that you have subbed and subscribed to the channel. That would be just very encouraging for me. Thanks everyone for watching this video. See you next time. Bye for now.